Hi, my name is Finke. I'm here in Ballybrado house in Cahir in County Tipperary, and today I'm going to show you how to make an organic spelt gingerbread house. I'm going to put some flour here now, and I'm going to take some of the dough out. I'll just take half of it first, and I'm going to knead it to soften it up a little bit, like this. So I'm going to dust my rolling pin for a little bit, and then I'm going to slowly roll out the dough like this. It should be about half a centimetre. You can always use some more flour if it starts sticking. Now, so then, this is one of the stencils I've cut out, and this is one of the sides of the house. You can use it for doing the both sides, and what you do is you place it on your dough like this, and you cut around it like this. Now you can use the other pieces of dough for the other parts. So then you take away the stencil and you take it up like this, and you place it on your parchment paper. Like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cut out gingerbread stencil, well, the dough, in the oven at 200 degrees for 15 minutes. So now when they're nice and golden brown, you take them out, and this is what they look like. So you're going to have to cut around the edges a little bit so that they'll fit nicely together later. Now that when you've all the sides baked, you take them out and you place them here, and you put your stencil on top, and then you start cutting the edges so that they'll fit nicely together in the end when you're sticking them together with the icing sugar and the egg whites, okay? This is the gable end of the house that I'm cutting now, so you have two of those that you need to cut. And now, so there you have your perfect gable end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the glue which sticks all the stencils together. And basically it consists of just an egg white and 250 grams of icing sugar. And then you just have to stir it and mix it really well so you get a nice kind of glue, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back gable end, and I'm going to use my icing sugar and egg whites, and I'm going to pipe it onto the end of the gable end, like that. And then I'm going to carefully stick it onto the base part and hold it for a few minutes so that it can settle and stick. What I'm doing now is I just put a little bit of the icing sugar around the door, and then I'm just going to stick a few little goji berries around it just to frame the door a little bit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to decorate the roof parts first, because it's very complicated to decorate them after you put on the roof. So I'm going to use the icing to decorate the roof with some walnuts and some pumpkin seeds. What I'm doing now is I'm just putting on the icing sugar on top of the gable here, and then I'm going to take the second part of the roof and I'm going to place it just on top here to meet the other one, like that. Then I'm going to have to hold it for a little bit just till it sticks properly. What I'm doing now is I'm using the icing sugar and the egg whites to stick on some almonds to the front to decorate it a little bit. You could use anything you want really. If you're doing this with kids, you could use Smarties or Jelly Tots and things like that. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do now is, with the leftover dough I made, just cut out a fir tree. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to stick it alongside the house here, just to give it a little bit more depth. So what I did to finish off the gingerbread house is I put a little bit of cotton wool in the chimney as smoke, and I just lightly dusted some dry icing sugar over the house as snow. So I hope you really enjoy making one of these at home, and from all of us here at Ballybrado, we wish you a really happy Christmas.